What is up, Broncos Country? We have another fun night planned for you guys. Woo! We got a treat, let me tell you. I am your host, Fanatic Dak. But first, I have two questions. Are the Denver Nuggets back? And I got one more question for y'all. Do you even Broncos, bro?
Touchdowns and tackles, our spirits are high. From the mile-high cheers, we reach for the sky. Analyze instead. Every week we grind. Passions in our hearts, leave no fan behind. The heart of the game, let's make it clear. Do you even Broncos, bro? You know we here. Do you even Broncos, bro, when we hit that field? Orange and blue pride, it's our strength and our shield. Every win, every loss, we deal with the flow. Broncos bros on the mic, let the whole world know.
What is up, Broncos Country? Let me bring in my co-host. Excuse me. What's up,
What's
my
going
player?
on, Broncos Country? We back, we back.
I am. Yeah, we
Happy to
back.
be here.
We back. Dude,
How you doing, my bro?
Oh, I'm thrilled, bro. I'm thrilled to be here. We got a fun show for the crew tonight. The Broncos Country, our favorite fans. What do you think, bro?
Oh, I think it's gonna be a great time, like always, man. We're out here. We're in that dead season, but there's always stuff to talk about. So
Oh,
we're
and
gonna
I'm
bring them
missing it.
some fun times, some content, and get excited.
Hell yeah! How was your 4th of July, my guy?
Oh, great time, great Fourth. Got to take the kids to the park, watch the fireworks, the whole shenanigans.
I like it. I
It was
like
great
it.
though. It was great. How was
Hell
yours?
yeah! It was good. I did the family thing. Leo got to see a little bit of the fireworks, some small ones. Because he does like fireworks and stuff like that. He's curious little boy. Anyways, it was a good time. Worked the weekend, but now I'm here grinding with the Broncos Country. So I'm ready to ride, baby. Let's ride.
Oh God, don't ever say that again. Clipping that, clipping that. I This is unacceptable. We believe
Anyways,
around here, okay?
we we believe. Anyways, let me show some love to the sponsors that are in charge of sponsoring us of this beautiful show. Dubby, you can get a dub. Use if you use the code at using the NRWOB 10, you get 10% off. Now, Dubby, if you are feeling low fuel, I mean, dang, it's an energy. It'll jolt. If you need a jolt in your day, give it a shot with Dubby. The good thing about W though is there's no calories, no sugar, no maltodextrin, no fillers, no artificial flavors. So without further ado,
Get
I
you some
mean,
dubby.
yeah, there's a multitude of flavors. So I'm excited about today. Um, I ran into a friend over the weekend, on the social media. Great dude. His name is Richie Cook, and TikTok creator. But I was messaging him back and forth. He had followed me on TikTok because he saw some of the Broncos content I've been posting. I've been doing like the cut up kind of thing. But anyways, he was like, "Hey man, would you do me a solid? Because I saw his content. He has a fun page, and he said that he's trying to do a new Broncos hype song, and with that, he's trying to get all of Broncos country at a home game to sing the fight song. So I would like to share that with you. And when I was talking to him though, and I saw it, I was like, man, do you mind if I show that on the show tonight? I just want to make sure that I give you your credit, shout you out. His co-creator was Danny Geber. Shout out to him. I guess they have a social media team that's running things with this. So But yeah, let me. I would love to share it with Broncos Country. So let me get to that. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, sorry about that. Here we go. Just wait a second. I'm pulling it up here. And hold on a second. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Wow, I say that was pretty lit. I could see that being pretty crazy at a game.
I'm pretty hyped about that, dude. Sorry, I had myself muted. Yeah, dude, and you're close to Denver, so I can imagine just being in that environment trying to do that song. Also, you can find it on Spotify if you guys aren't aware, or if you haven't gotten a chance to see him. Again, it's called the Broncos Salute song. Check it out. Phenomenal, phenomenal content. And I guess he's been working on it for quite some time. Anywho, today's topic is the Broncos top 10. Now, this was very hard. This was very hard to come up with. You and I came up with it. And it's like choosing the top 10. Like, how do you choose from your kids? This is how I feel like with the Broncos. How am I going to choose if I had if I had 53 kids or whatever? How am I going to choose my favorite 10? It's not happening. It's so hard. But for content, we had to make it happen. So, well, let me just bring that up. Give me 1 second. And we're going to add it to the stage. Nope, not that one. Please, don't do that. It's not working out the way I anticipated. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Yay! We have a winner. Ding, 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 ding. Now, I know it's a little bit hard to see, so bear with us. But number 1 of our Broncos top 10. Who is that name up there? Who is that guy?
I mean, that's PS2, baby. Come on.
Yeah,
it's an obvious number 1. The defensive MVP. It's very clear.
Player of the year.
Very obvious. He's the top dog right now.
Top dog, man. That's one thing that was no question. He is one of my favorites. Rightfully so, because his stats speak for themselves. He had a passer rating when targeted 58.9, and the range goes from 0 to 158.3, being a perfect score, 158.3. And he allowed 58.9 passer rating. That is ridiculous. I don't know what says shut down. What about you, George? Tell me a little bit about PS2, what you think of him as being the top dog.
Yeah, I mean, PS2's been showing that he is very skilled. He's got a lot of technique. He can stay with receivers, and he breaks on the ball fast. There's not really anybody that has anything he hasn't seen. So when you talk about taking a receiver out of the game, he's right up there with those Darrelle Revises. You got PS2 Island now.
Yeah, man. He's special, man. It seems like sometimes watching him,
excuse me.
he just like understands like the wide receivers routes and just like I know it's harder to play corner. You're like backpedaling, trying to stay with the wide receiver, bro. I couldn't do it. It takes a special, agility or what have you, footwork. That's not it. Cornerback aside from like the quarterback position, which we'll get to in a few on this Broncos roster. It's a hard position in the NFL. I played it a little bit, but nowhere near to the level of caliber that Patrick Surtain has played it. My Lord. I mean, I was one and done. Okay, that's the kind.
That's all right. That's all right. Yeah,
One and
quarterback's
done.
the hardest position to play in football. You're by yourself. You don't got help. Maybe the safety, but you're mano a mano. It's me versus you.
And there was a graphic that surfaced up. I think it was like a week ago or something. But I know we already knew what stats were or what have you. But like the list of all the wide receivers that he went against and just shut them down. Jamar Chase, the Triple Crown winner of the NFL, shut him down. So many wide receivers tried Pat Surtain this year, and he did phenomenal. So credit to him. He's a captain, rightfully so. Let's get into number 2. Do you want to start us off with Bo Nix? We'll alternate throughout our top 10.
I thought you said go, Bo, go.
Go, Bo.
Love that.
Come on, it's Bo Nix. Rookie QB, 29 touchdowns. Just a great overall performance. 12 picks or whatever it was. Just a good overall performance by a rookie QB who didn't throw a touchdown 4 weeks, And
Dude, yes.
what he did, with we were talking about it earlier, he joined that room of stretch to go on to throw 20 plus touchdowns with 2 or fewer turnovers in that span is a fine list to be a part of. So you got to put Bo up there because he proved that that leader was on the offensive side. So
Aaron Rodgers was on that list. Drew Brees, Pat
Peyton
Mahomes
Manning
was on there. Peyton Manning. There was just amazing company to be in the loop with when your name comes up for things like that. Definitely.
Yeah, we love some Bo.
34 total touchdowns, third all time as a quarterback, in history, a rookie quarterback in history. That's phenomenal, dude. And not to mention that he also rushed for 430 yards. Like I said in the past, he was kind of like our running back in a sense. There was games where he did lead us in rushing. So that was phenomenal. Unfortunately, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens this year now that we've made adjustments to that room. Another thing that people don't really talk about, they do talk about it, but it's like they don't really give him props about is just the 24 sacks. Only 24 times was he sacked all last season for a rookie is just ridiculous. And the reason why I bring that up is Lamar Jackson, who was in the running for MVP, was sacked 23 times, and he's more of a mobile quarterback. You know what I mean? He's more of a dual threat. More athletic, I guess you can say, than Bo. So crazy. Another thing too, George, quarterback rating of passer rating of 93.3. Mahomes was 93.5, dude. So that is not far at all. That's crazy, huh?
Neck and neck, as a rookie with who people consider the best QB in the game right now. So, some would say he had a down year, but they were still a top team, and Bo went toe-to-toe with him, and we lost because of a blocked field goal. So Bo's definitely got the talent to keep taking us forward. But, I can't keep going forward without those big guys up front. And that take us right into our number 3, the belly himself, Quinn Miners. That dude is a dog, and what a draft pick by George Payton. What a guy he's turned out to be, dude. Like, he has come around to become the top, if not top 3 guard in the league. Watching him toss around defensive ends, putting them on their backs. You got to love a nasty O lineman that, is
Oh,
clean, but he gets dirty, you know.
he gets
in the
dirty in
work.
that run game too.
Yeah, he puts in the work, dude. So
Just a
gotta
great,
support.
yeah. He's a road grader, bro. And something crazy about him, you talking about where he was ranked just in general as a guard. But I was looking up some stats on him, and Next Gen had it I think 3.6% rate of pressure rate of 3.6%. Number one out of right guards in the league. Led the NFL last season. Not to mention, like our line was number one run blocking win rate and number one pass rate winning. You know, so that just speaks a lot of his talent, how special he is. He's a big part of that. You know. So
Yeah,
number
huge.
four. Number four, I like to call Sack, aka Zach. I mean, Zach Allen, aka Sack Allen.
Zach Allen, aka Zach Allen.
Holy
Shnikes.
Oh
boy. Anyways,
you're funny.
I
But
know.
yeah,
Anyways,
big Zach Allen was a problem.
the top 100 player rankings are going through the top 100. He was number 90, and Nick Bonito kind of thought that was way too low, right? I saw that.
Way too low.
I saw that Twitter post by him, and he was like, "That's too low." Where do you think would be a fair margin, or I guess ranking, I should say, for Zach Allen?
With his body of work, I could be more genuine about a fair spot for him, but I think he's the top 75 player in the league.
Oh, I like that.
You know, say it could be easy to be a homer and say he belongs in the top 50, top 25. He's probably a top 5 D tackle right now, which is argumentative. We'll see how many get put above him on this list. But in my head, I just think his lack of extreme seasons is why people overlook some of his rankings, I would say, because he's very consistent in those medium numbers. Like, for instance, right, he played 16 games. He had 61 tackles. Pretty solid numbers, but he had 15 tackles for loss, 8.5 sacks, 40 QB hits. Like, he's out there putting pressure in the middle, and it's very impactful for the defense. You know, Bonito and Cooper getting those double-digit sacks has a big impact from Zach Allen forcing those QBs out of the pocket.
8.5 sacks out of the 63 that the Broncos set the franchise record and NFL record. Just letting you know, nothing special, right? Yeah, right. That's good. You know what I mean? Like, he is just a force. 40 quarterback hits. I brought up, I think, one of the other shows earlier shows when we first started this show. That Chris Jones, I think, was at number 20, who a lot of NFL people covet, you know, so that's just phenomenal. More than double, you know. I'm not too sure on the defensive snaps for Chris Jones, but I don't care either, because Zach Allen is something special. I kind of think that he's better than Chris Jones at this time. Hot take? Uh-oh.
Hot take. Who's the real 99, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, Jones is 95, but you know what I mean.
Speaking of sacks, should we go into number 5, Cinco? Nick Bonito. Can I get a drum roll?
Boomer.
Sooner. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, dude, Bonito's dynamic. You know, I could rave about Bonito all day. I could let you say some things. You know, I'm a homer. He's a Boomer Sooner, and he's a Bronco. I got no bad things to say about him. I knew he was going to be this guy. I'm so glad he showed up. Pick 6. It wasn't a fumble. He had 2 pick 6s. I don't care what people say. I agree
with you. We keep saying this every show.
I don't understand. But I was there. I love it. Bonito's a beast. And pay the man. Show him the money. That's all I
Yes,
got to say
please.
about that.
13 and a half sacks. Special. God. And not only that, dude, he had a 6-game sack streak, bro. Six
Straight.
tied with Von Miller, and I think he should have beat the record if it wasn't for a tackle for a loss that they rolled versus a sack against Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
They robbed us of that too. You know what? I just noticed the theme that they were just wanting to rob Bonito. You know, they robbed him of the pick six. They're robbing him of the damn sack. You know, like God.
It's just the
But I'm
hate.
really curious. Yeah. Can't do nothing, you know, kind of thing, you know. So. Number 6 on our top 10. Give me a little rundown of that. What do you think about him? What is he going to bring? Why would you think he's number 6?
We
You're
got Dre
muted.
Greenlaw out here at 6. And simply because of am I really? Why would you mute me, bro? Unbelievable.
I did not. I did. It was you. You were muted before,
Anyways,
I think, and then
like I was
anyway.
saying. And now it's me. I've been playing sounds. You lie.
Okay.
Don't ever lie to me.
I'm bullying you on the show.
You're a monster.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
Sorry.
get back to the subject now.
Trying to make me look like a fool out here.
It's not hard to do. I'm just kidding.
His body of work, you know, he's been a dude's dude, and he's young, and really, if he's healthy, he's going to be one of the best players on the field at all times. He's fast. He's talented. He's a green dot. You know, he's another Mike. He knows offenses, and he comes from the Shanahan system. You know, which is not far off from a Sean system in some aspects. So yeah, I think he's
Nice.
going to provide a big middle for us as long as he's healthy.
Yeah, and then before his injury, before that Super Bowl run, he had back-to-back 100-plus tackle seasons. Tackling machine all over the field. You see him; he flies all over the place. Special talent. It's going to be a major upgrade. You know, at that in the.
I would like
level.
to say, we'll just cut now. Honorable mention, since we're talking about linebackers.
Okay.
We can't forget our homegrown Alex Singleton. If he comes back, that's a tough injury. But if he can come back healthy, he's been our leading tackler for the last 3 seasons, 2-3 seasons. Like, can't disrespect the original OG. So, honorable mention, Singleton.
Honorable mention.
We're just hoping he comes back healthy.
Yep, me too. I'm hoping the same. Number 8, Brandon Jones. No, excuse me, 7. I don't even know how to count. Look at what we're doing.
Wow.
1, 2, skip your few, 99, 100. I don't want to hear it
right now, bro.
Cortland would not be happy with you right now.
Cut the mic. I'm just kidding.
Yep.
Anyways,
He
Cortland
just left.
Sutton. You know, one thing I want to talk about Cortland, though, is the leadership that he's displayed through the dysfunction. And now he's being able to be a part of something special. I got to tip my cap off to him and give him a mile-high salute. He was a major part of the offense last year, you know, Bo Nix, security blanket, because really, who else did we really have? You know, I mean, of course, Marvin Mims, but you can count on him. The 50-50 ball, I like to say, is sometimes 70-30. He had 1,000 yards, over 1,000 yards last season, 1,081 with 8 touchdowns. He was building up off of another phenomenal season from the 10 touchdowns that he had in 2023 with Russell Wilson. 81 receptions out of 135 targets. That went up from last season as well. And I think a lot of that was to do with the quarterback play in Bo Nix, you know, being able to use a little more than just the outside of the field, you know. So I got to tip my cap off to him. What are your thoughts about Cortland?
Oh, I like Cortland. He's a good vet. He shows up. He's consistent. And I'll be happy that we have other weapons to use so he can be used more properly and we can spread the ball around, He wants to get paid again, but we'll see what happens with that. He's been serviceable. And 1,000-yard receiver is a 1,000-yard receiver, So consistency is key, and Cortland provides that for us. So he's our wide receiver 1 right now.
He is phenomenal. And to get to the next level, number 8, next sequence of numbers. So look at that, 7, 8. I didn't skip that one. How do you like me now? Number 8. Now let me talk about Brandon Jones, man. And the reason why he's something special, just with what he did last season. He had major shoes to fill, big shoes to fill, when we let go of Justin Simmons, which we know what Justin Simmons meant to this organization and the Broncos Country fans. Just phenomenal. It was sad, but I guess it's kind of like a bittersweet kind of thing, I would say. Of course, bitter because we had to move off Justin Simmons, but Jones stepped up in a big way. The Broncos' leading tackler with 115 tackles. It's phenomenal, dude. And not to mention 3 interceptions. And he was the leading tackler. Like, that is crazy. I know that has maybe a lot to do with maybe our linebackers, Alex Singleton, as you alluded to, as an honorable mention. But I got to tip my cap to Brandon Jones. Give me your thoughts about him.
He made me a believer. That's all I could say. I was very upset about Simmons getting let go. Money things, business is business, but huge shoes to fill, like you said. That was a big role to play for us, especially when Simmons is the leading person in the NFL to pick off Patrick Mahomes, and we play him twice a year. So,
yes.
I was relying on that, and Brandon Jones showed up. He's solid back there. I played safety mostly growing up, so him being the leading tackler, is very reminiscent of how I liked to play, but he should be back there more because he's a playmaker and he could make a difference in the backfield for us. So I tip my hat to Brandon Jones. He's a vital part of the defense, which is why I agreed he should be on the list.
I really like him. He's one of my favorites now on the defense, if I'm being honest, Number 9, Evan Ingram. Yeah, the Joker. Now, he is yours and my favorite off-season free agent acquisition or what have you. Special player, like we alluded to, having Cortland Sutton having more playmakers around him that'll help his game. He's one that's going to help Cortland Sutton in a big way. And with Evan Ingram, it's kind of like you added a wide receiver to this, to this offense because of the way he can route run. He's crisp in and out of his breaks. Special talent, yards after the catch. What do you think about Evan Ingram as number 9 on this list?
Hey, I think we talked about him, plenty already, but he's going to be a threat in the middle of the field. And that's what we need. He's got hands. He can. Run, Forrest, run! That's exactly what he's going to do. Get the ball, and he can run. So he's going to be over the middle of the field. He's going to have some good plays for us, and it's going to open up the playbook. I think he's going to be. I don't know. A lot of people are expecting him to do good, so I don't know if it's a hot take that he's going to be pretty good this year.
Okay. Number 10, Talanoa Hufanga.
Let's go.
Yeah. Well, I know we talked about Brandon Jones, but let's talk about this safety making life easier for Brandon Jones and Talanoa Hufanga, who is a special talent. Was he the first free agent that we signed right when the free agency opened? Is that correct? I think I have that right.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Off the top of my head, yeah. Well, he is special. Across 7. Excuse me. Before he got injured, I know he's been derailed by injuries. You know, with the wrist and the ACL, I think it was. Special player. Whew, I'm drawing a blank right now. I apologize. 2 forced fumbles, 5 quarterback hits, 2 sacks, 12 passes defended, 7 interceptions across 27 games, 149 tackles. 2022 and 2023 before that injury. He was special, man. All pro safety, in my opinion. So yeah, he's gonna make a difference in terms of the blitzing. I know Vance Joseph loves to call his blitzes, and now he could be the blitz genius again, and adding on to the 63 blitzes. What about you, George? What are you thinking about Talanoa?
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, Hufanga is going to be incredibly interesting in this defense. He's a vital piece, or he was a vital piece, I'd say, during those 22 and 23 seasons before he got hurt. He is going to replace those tackles, like you said, relieve Brandon Jones of some of that dirty work up front. Mm-hmm. And you can play him kind of across the board. He's going to be like another linebacker out there flying around. But I think he'll be really good for us. He can cover tight ends well. And just him and Greenlaw coming together, I think, is awesome because they already have some chemistry. They can
for sure.
take that and it can rub off onto the team, you know, like everybody seems like they're going to be trying to go for something big. So, yeah, I'm excited for Hufanga. Hufanga is going to be fun. It's going to be a fun defense to watch.
Hufanga. Kind of thing.
Hufanga, yes.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Honorable mentions that you and I were talking about. I mean, it's hard to pick your kids, like I said, if we had to choose out of the 10 out of 53. John Franklin Myers, bro, was picked up for a 6th-round draft pick last year's draft, which is a dang steal, bro, in my opinion. Special talent. Definitely brings a pass rush. He had 7 sacks, I think 20 tackles for loss off the top of my head. Definitely upgraded that run game that the year prior where we were just lacking talent. What do you think about John Franklin Myers?
JFM. I like him, man. I think he's a good talent up front. He is very vocal about wanting to get paid. Mm-hmm. So it'll be interesting to see. Hopefully he just kind of plays and we go from there. It'll be interesting with the draft. You know, the acquisitions we have are kind of that exact position that he plays. So he might be on his way out after the season, but
yeah.
I think if all things go well, he'll still have another 7-8 sacks, and he'll be a huge part up front for us again.
I agree.
And then you get into Bowles. Honorable mention, Bowlesy's the longest tenured Bronco.
Jesus.
Been here through it. We got to, Garrett Holds. We got to go through the Garrett Holds era.
Oh my God!
It was a long, rough, rocky road, man. But
it was.
Bowles is
I'm glad it's
extremely impressive. Extremely impressive. I was looking up just a little bit. In 513 pass block dropbacks, he's allowed 1 sack and 14 pressures.
Jesus, that's phenomenal. Phenomenal, man.
Yeah, I mean that's just. The numbers speak for himself. I don't really have to say much. Over 500 snaps, and he's allowed 1 sack. That's tremendous work. So we are happy to have him protecting Bo.
Yeah, I agree. Thank God. And we got him an extension, so he's good for a while. We're keeping him happy. Yeah. Jonathan Cooper as our next honorable mention.
Jonathan.
Yeah, dude, I'm a big fan of Jonathan Cooper, bro. I think he's one of the underrated players on this roster that really doesn't get talked about enough. I know we show love to Zach Allen and Bonito and JFM, but Jonathan Cooper, and I remember him as like Like, I'm here NFL moment was against the Dallas Cowboys a couple seasons back. I don't know if it was his rookie year off the top of my head. Probably not. I think it was his second year, maybe something like that. But he was wreaking havoc for the Cowboys. Probably one of the reasons why we beat the Cowboys. Last year he had 10 sacks, dude. 10 sacks. Special, dude. That's crazy, dude. I mean, and then from that he had, give me a second, 10 and a half sacks, 30 pressures, 20 quarterback hits, dude. That is phenomenal. I just got these off the website. But yeah, dude, he is a phenomenal talent, dude. And I'm glad we extended him as well. We have plenty of depth in that pass rush. But let's move on to Riley Moss.
Riley Moss. We got our own Dijon Cooper.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Riley stays healthy and gets his prove it season. Because if he doesn't, he's in a scary position to be
right
on the roster bubble with the acquisitions we've had.
Yeah, and Jahdae Barron.
Down the line, I don't think he's in trouble
down the
now,
line,
but after the season, if he has a rough season and Jahdae comes along and everybody starts getting better, you can't forget about CAB, Chris Abrams-Drain, the new 31.
Oh, he's a baller. Dog.
He played good last year when he got thrown in. So Riley's a good honorable. I hope he gets to have that, like I said, has that proven season this year. So
yeah. It was questionable going into
we
last
touched on.
Yeah. Well, Riley Moss, it was kind of questionable. Like, do we have Levi Wallace be our second corner to freaking PS2? And you said that every time I think of Levi Wallace now, bless his heart, man. I love all Broncos players.
And that man is Ryan Gosling from Remember the Titans. A liability out there. Liability.
Cooked. God, Jerry Jeudy was such a cook, man. If the Browns had any kind of cooking going on last year, So, anyways,
put me
that
in,
was
coach.
good. That was an awesome segment, dude. Now I think this list could fluctuate throughout the season. Does it? I mean, it's going to change throughout the season. Let's be honest, you guys, Broncos fans. It's not going to be concrete, And I would like to hear what you guys have to say about our list. Give us feedback. Tell us what your guys' top 10 is. I'm curious to see. We're always up for recommendations and feedback.
Yeah.
Now
we love it all, guys. Let me get some love here to the commenters. We got McKinley Greenhouse with the fire emojis. Thank you. Much love. Shout out.
He rocks with me on the Welcome podcast.
Oh, okay. Ben.
Yeah.
Go
Thanks,
show
bro,
some
for
love.
showing us love.
Show some love.
Yes, sir.
We got our very own Mile High Viking, Johnny. Yo, look at the bros taking top 10 names and kicking top 10 ass. Let's go.
Thank you, bro. We love you.
Thanks, Johnny. We appreciate you. Much love. Big shout out. Make sure you check out Johnny. He's
Johnny and Jay,
doing it big for us.
Yes, very helpful.
And our very own Shy Vargas. What's up, Shy? Appreciate you. Are you guys getting?
Yeah.
Are you guys getting for football season? Man, I'm getting. The game good.
Yeah, I'm ready for football season.
I'm like Dave Chappelle. Got any more of that Broncos news?
You
know what I mean? I'm like, where's
right
it
now?
What's happening?
There's just too many crickets going on in the background for the most part, So we're just we're scraping for stuff.
Absolutely. We got Clayton Heron. Hey guys, what's going on, Clayton? Much love, brother. Appreciate you. He said,
love, bro.
Smash that like button and share, guys. Yes, sir.
We appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much.
That. Much love. And then he had a take here. Bo Nix. That's all I'm saying. And stout defense look out, my guys. We young, hungry, and talented all over the board. You
Yes,
said it
we
best,
are.
Clayton. Absolutely. We're stacked up, and looks like we're finally making moves to make a run, potentially.
I was gonna say we're ready to ride, but you already yelled at me at the beginning of the
Yeah,
show.
if you say that word one more time, I'm gonna drop you from the freaking stream. Unbelievable. No, as he drops out. Yeah. Quit remote. Freaking fool. Unbelievable. Much love, though. Much love. Hey, comment, like, share, guys. We love it. Let us know your thoughts. Always enjoy talking ball with all the bros and the ladies.
Yes, ladies and gents, always welcome.
Everybody's
Yes,
welcome. Come enjoy the show with us. So let's get into what we're going into next.
Woo! So excuse me, I'm a little parched. Last week we had some breaking Nuggets news. Broncos Nuggets news. I can't even talk today. I know. Sorry. You want to?
Oh my Lord! Cut the scene.
Anyways, bro.
I need a new button in here. It's got to say, "Damn it, Dak."
Johnny.
So, anyways, we had the breaking news leading up to the last week's show. The trade of MPJ for Cam Johnson. We traded out MPJ and we acquired Bruce Brown. Now we've had much more exciting news. So I have to ask you, George, before we get into this next segment, are the Denver Nuggets back?
Are they back? You forgot the question mark up at the top left. But yes,
the Nuggets are back, boy. That's why I didn't put no question. There's no question. The
question mark is right there on number 17. Mr. Val himself, who has said he's in Greece and doesn't want to play to win a damn championship for the Nuggets. He needs
what are we
to
playing for?
Out of his ass. You're 33 years old. You can live your life another time. Come win a freaking title and make your career worth something. Get over yourself and come to Denver and you'll be happy. Come play with the best player in the world. Jokic will take you to ride horses, and then you can go to Greece after you win a title.
You and I had a great conversation about this last night, and I know it's all about, like, do you really want to be with the girl that doesn't really want you kind of thing? Like, I get that side of the token. I get he's probably trying to do what's best for him and his family. I would do the same thing personally, but you, in the same breath, were telling me, hey, I'm glad that the Nuggets are playing hardball with him to abide by his contract, you know. Now I think time, like, once Jokic gets a hold of him, get your ass over, get over here. I think once that comes into fold, in the play or whatever, he what is the word I'm looking for? He persuades him to stay in Denver. I hope I want Jonas Valanciunas to be a Nugget, honestly, dude, because I'm thinking about all the different variations of lineups that we can use him in. He could play with Jokic. He could play off the bench. You told me that he was a good passer. You know, he can offer some passing as a facilitator. I don't know. What else does he bring to the Nuggets that you think we would be? We haven't gotten much, so I mean, give me your take.
Well, we've never had a good five, a second five, right? So he's been a number one five for several of his teams. He's a starting center, dude, and he's big. He can rebound. He runs. Hopefully he runs for us. Doesn't slack off.
Yeah.
But dude, if he plays, he's going to be such a good piece to fit in the lineup. He can space the floor. He's got a good mid-range jumper. I've seen him hit some threes. He's not, it's not his game just like Jokic, but he can hit them. People are going to have to respect the spacing of the floor, and it's just going to be better. And like we talked about, you're going to get AG a chance to actually rest and potentially Jokic at the same time. where they can both be off of the floor and you can still not have a negative 25-point differential just because Jokic is off the floor. So
Yeah.
he's a more of a rim protector. We don't have that. So
I think
he can provide a lot. Hopefully he plays, but as far as that, the rest of these guys, dude, you're getting Tim Hardaway Jr., a known commodity around the league. You got a shooter, yet he's a spot-up shooter. He's got a good dribble bag. He can get you off of the hezzy pull up. It's perfect. And then you come around to Cam Johnson, and if you go watch his tape, dude, Cam Johnson is exactly what we need. He is a rim attacker and shot creator. That's what we need on the Nuggets team because nobody else does that except Jamal when he feels like it. If he had his lucky charms that day.
It's Wheaties, not Lucky Charms. Get it right.
Not for him. Do you see that gut, bro? That is Lucky Charms.
Oh my God. You're such a
boy. I don't care. You're in the NBA, bro. You got millions. You can have a chef.
And one thing I do want to touch on that you and I even had a conversation last night because we talk all the time. David Adelman was talking about like the expectation within the Nuggets organization going into the season or training camp or whatever is that he wants them to be ready to go. None of this crap where you're easing your ass back into the thick of things. Like let's be ready to roll. Let's push the gas. Let's see, if we could and then honestly, like with these additions that we've made, can we be a 1 seed and then, let off the gas and you rest your players? We have the talent now to keep things afloat. We have Bruce Brown that can spare Jamal Murray now, it's reliable. Brucey B! If there's one Cowboy that I like, well, it's Brucey B, but I also miss Vaughn. Anyways, he was quite the Cowboy as well.
That man raises chickens.
Hold on, though. If you had to pick one of the two Cowboys, not Dallas Cowboys, Denver Cowboys, which one would you select? It's a fun little deal. I got you stumped, bro. Look at you. You're just frozen.
Me? Who am I picking?
Yeah, I asked you. Oh. No, you're not on this segment. Okay. Who?
Yeah, bud, of course. How is that even a question? It's Vaughn all the time. There's not another.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
That's a good question.
It's a tie. It's a tie. It could be a tie.
It's a tie.
Sports engine ties.
Not for me.
Just because they both helped the Nuggets win a champion. I mean, the Nuggets and the Broncos win championships.
Yeah, but Vaughn won the Super Bowl. Bruce was just a good role player.
Very good role player.
There's like MVP of the championship, and then like Bruce Brown, which is not a bad take. He's great. We love to have him back, and he averaged 18 points last year for a bad team.
Does this
give him? He's going to be fine. He's going to do great things for us.
Does the Bruce Brown signing slam the door on Russell Westbrook joining the Nuggets?
No, I don't think so at all. If Russell doesn't find what he wants, say money or team-wise, he might just run it back for a vet minimum and come be a leader. Jokic wanted him, so he's got a relationship with Jokic. He looked like AG. AG loves him, raved about him all season. And, so he's got a relationship with the guys. He could come in and still be a great mentor and still give you valuable minutes, and less rust means less chaos. But he can still provide some of the good that comes along with it.
Energy to the floor.
Energy, fuel.
He's a rah-rah guy. He's a all-timer, dude. He's a baller. So some of these guys could learn from him, He would outrun me.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Jesus.
Yeah, you don't think I got skills, bro? What?
I didn't say that. You said that. Your words. My other biggest thing I want to see is Julian Strawther take that next step now now that we have a rotation.
And he won us
He can finally play.
game.
He can
He can
finally
create his own
play.
shot.
We can get him in the lineup and not worry about it because of these 4 guys on the screen.
Yeah, dude.
And then, Watson, get
Aaron
some of our other
Holmes.
guys, of course. But I expect Julian Strother to take that next step because I think he has the highest ceiling.
I think so too, bro. His offensive game, boy, he could snipe, dude.
He could
Such
be
a quick
elite.
release, dude.
He could be elite.
Nasty release. Yeah.
Watson, I think we've seen what he is. I think he could be a little better. I think he can improve
On offense,
some shooting.
more.
Offense, I think he can improve, more. But defensively, he gives us that spark. He's gonna get us, the crazy running down the court blocks, in your face defense. He's the energy.
Yeah.
But he can develop his offensive game more. I just don't see him being an offensive threat, if you understand.
Shout out to the Nuggets front office. I remember Calvin Booth saying that it was kind of going to be hard to really do much with this roster. You remember at the trade deadline?
Because you don't want to move anybody. If you don't want to move anybody, you're just like, yeah, let's give everybody max contracts.
Yeah.
Run it back. No,
and I know,
stop it.
I know. I guess the front office has a nickname. I think DNVR did like a poll or something like that. DNVR Nuggets. Ben Wallace. What do you think of that? Well, yeah, we're never gonna forget Aaron Holmes. He's a beast, dude.
Sorry.
Aaron
since
Holmes.
I popped it up, Johnny had a take here. Don't forget about finally getting Aaron Holmes on the court as well.
He can guard 1 through 5, and he can shoot.
He's going to be able to get on the court. He's going to be able to get on the court and get going because he's late start to his career because of injury, but he can start adapting to the NBA speed, the IQ of the game, getting on the court with some of these other guys. And, during the regular season, he's going to be able to hopefully develop into a big piece for us as well.
Yeah, I think so too, man. I was very high when we drafted on him. That's one thing that I would be like, cool. Calvin Booth, F them picks, then the second round picks. He traded. He loved to trade second round. Second to his favorite, I guess. But anyways, like Jonas Valanciunas allows for a Jonas Valanciunas acquisition allows for us to kind of bring along Aaron Holmes. Now, if we aren't able to like mend things between us and Valanciunas, is there another player that you think that we look at?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't think there would be anybody the Nuggets want to just make a move for, right? Like they went and got their guy. This is who they wanted. There's no reason to go reach for somebody else. If it doesn't work out, I think they'll sit tight and watch it till the deadline, see what happens during the season.
Yeah.
If Val decides to get fined and lose millions, like a dummy.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
I'm like, bro, you're gonna get paid $20 million. You got 2 years on your contract. You're gonna make $10 million a year to come play 15 minutes and be a backup to the greatest player on the planet on a team that could potentially go win a title.
Yeah.
It sounds like the best life.
Well, don't you want to play the game to win? You play to win the game. Hello?
You play to win the game. Exactly.
I love her. No, but this was a good episode, man. I really appreciate it. We were able to touch on our Broncos, our beloved Broncos, and as well as touch on our beloved Nuggets. Next week should be fun. So yeah. But before we let you guys go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're watching this on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or what have you, please like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate all the love and support, the feedback. George and I are trying to make this as personable as we can. We're going to continue to bring better content and get better for you guys. You know what, George? This is our third episode already, bro. Imagine that, dude.
Third episode,
yeah.
dude.
That's
Crazy.
crazy. That's crazy. And also go share some love and subscribe to our brothers across the way, across the street or what have you, with MHRT Network. Some great content that they have going on over there as well. Catch them on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, X. Yeah, this was fun. Sorry, bro. Go ahead and
Nope. I messed up.
I apologize.
Just wanted to let you guys know, if you're still here, make sure you check out all the other shows. We were tonight at 7, the Broncos Bros. Tomorrow you have Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue at 7. So check out some of the other shows. Go show them some love. We appreciate it. And we got to start promoting it more. But along with the new chant video, we would like to promote Cell Block D for the uniform of the Broncos.
Prepare to get locked
down. Exactly.
This is a family show. We ain't saying other curse words.
It's PG-13.
13. Okay.
Oh,
I love that.
man.
I love that graphic, dude. I love that graphic.
Oh, yeah,
but anyways, thank you guys again, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back again next Monday at this time. Oh, well, do we got some comments we can touch on?
No, we don't. Nobody loves us.
Oh
no. No.
We suck again. No, we don't.
Yeah, that's where I was going
no! We suck again!
It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. We're going to be in here, and then Jonas and Jokic, they're going to get together.
We just become best friends.
Yeah.
They're going to become best friends. Exactly, man. We got
without the bunk beds.
Yeah.
Without the bunk beds and without the drum set. Okay.
Yeah,
anyway.
no drum set, all right. Horse stalls.
Horse stalls. Oh man.
Oh, dude. Yeah, man. What about you? Who are you excited? Who are you excited to see out of these Nuggets players?
Oh man, you know what, bro? I'm really, really excited to see Tim Hardaway, bro, because man, I know it's crazy, but we needed more shooting on this team, and he provides just that, dude. Like, he kind of like rejuvenated his career going to Detroit. He had a down season, I think, with the Mavs. Sounds like there's a lot of dysfunction over there with I think his name is Nico. I don't remember his last name or whatever. Anyway,
Nico Harrison?
Nico, yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy.
That sold his soul for Cooper Flag.
Hold on. How are you that lucky though? Damn, that's a damn lottery ticket.
You're not.
Trading your best.
He signed somebody's contract and it was like, we're sending Luka to LA. You get the #1 pick. You get Cooper Flag. You don't miss a beat.
How, dude? How? In what world? I guess this world. My God, that is some shit.
Same way the Spurs got Wemby.
What? I know. God. And the Nuggets can't get anything. We finally got something.
Cookie crumble, man.
Yeah. Like all these organizations get these phenomenal names. The Lakers get whoever they want. Well, almost now. It's kind of, it doesn't seem that way.
I mean, they're gonna now. They just sold for $10 billion.
Oh my God. Blank check? Anybody?
That's right. They sold for $10 billion, and then they watched us turn our team around. So now they're back to being scared.
Oh, and you know what's funny about the Lakers, bro? Are there any Lakers fans in this chat? Please comment.
Let us know. Yeah, we love that. We love the friendly
rivalry.
Friendly hostility.
Yeah. So,
it's all hate.
anyways,
it's all hate, but it's all love. It's all loving hate.
You see that right there? Do you see it? See that much? See it there? You see it now? See it now? Anyway, but yeah, dude, I think even with like DeAndre Ayton and some of the nonsense that they've done, like LaRavia, they're only going to be a playing team if that.
Hey man, Bronny, 45 points in the summer league debut.
Oh, Was Jokic on the other opposing team?
Right.
I'm just like, come on, dude. I like Brian James, and I wish the kid well. Like, I know he had a scare back.
I have to give him the benefit of the doubt just because I don't
Yeah,
like
yeah.
his dad.
I know.
I don't like the flopper. All right. If he starts flopping, he's going to get eliminated from the list really fast.
Oh boy, you're on. If LeBron's watching this, you're on his radar.
Good. Good. Share it. I want
He might walk up to you at a Nuggets game.
That's fine. Come on.
Come on down. The price is right.
I'll shake his hand. I'll say, nice to meet you. You're a flopper, though.
Oh my God.
I'm like, hey, I'll shake your hand gently. I don't want you to fall over.
Yeah.
No,
dude, but
it's all love. He's still balling in his 40s.
I think with the Nuggets, though, with the roster they have now, I think they're up there in terms of title contention.
I think
it's so crazy.
We're right back in the mix.
Yeah, it's so crazy, like how we had like maybe 6 players, and after the playoffs we had like 3.5, 4. You know, because Westbrook was injured, Michael Porter Jr. was injured, Aaron Gordon was injured. Like it's gonna be nice.
We only had a 7-man rotation. 4 of them were hurt. What do you do, bro? What do you do?
What a difference! And Porter's contract, as much as it was, what was it like?
38 million.
So about 40 million, yeah, rounding it up. But now you
4
get
for 1?
4 for 1, dude. Ooh,
that's better than Wendy's.
That sounds. I was gonna say that sounds
4
like a
for,
Burger
4
King
for
kind
5.
of deal.
Bro, that's better than Wendy's.
Yeah, let's compare it. Yeah, so yeah, you can't beat it. I mean, it is the Denver Nuggets, so I mean, there are selling Nuggets.
Hey, we'll see what happens, man. It's gonna be a fun. Yeah. It's gonna be a fun year, guys. We appreciate you. We just wanted to chat a little bit before we got off.
We got another comment in by chance, or am I tripping?
Oh, let's see. Oh,
just to make sure, we got to touch on everybody.
Shake his hand, floppy fish style, Johnny said. Absolutely. And then Keith Brugman says, LeBron to the Nuggets for Chief because he wants one more ring. I would be very upset.
I decline.
But I don't see it happening.
I don't either. I think if he did go anywhere, it'd be like Mavericks. Like I'm dead serious, bro. Like because he has that
go play with
AD, yeah, and Kyrie Irving. Yeah. That as a destination, if you're trading LeBron, that's what makes sense because they can trade like a PJ Washington. Because it is going to take a lot, and I'm not willing to trade the farm for LeBron.
I wouldn't give up anything for LeBron. I'll give you.
I like what we got.
2052 second rounder. But no, not even then. He would take away too much of our growth. It'd take too many minutes. You know, he's not going to want to be a role player. He's going to want to be out there. He's a diva. Want to be the star. This is Jokic's team. He's already showed him up several times. Like, I don't think he'd come here. Obviously, if he came here, I'd be upset.
He had the opportunity. Remember that one offseason? He had the opportunity.
I was upset that time too.
He chose the Lakers. Yeah.
Yes. Chose the Lakers so we could be his daddy.
There, LeBron. It's okay.
Come back to daddy, you know. No.
Swept his ass in the Western Conference, and then gentlemen sweep the following year.
Unbelievable. Yeah. But no, like I said, I just don't think it'd be a good fit in reality.
I don't.
Wouldn't sit right, especially with all the additions. Where's he playing?
Jokic doesn't need like another All-Star. He's proven that, dude. It's crazy how LeBron has all been with. How many All-Stars did you tell me?
24. 24 All-Stars he's played with in his career.
And you know how many All-Stars Jokic has been?
Which includes 6 Hall of Famers.
Jesus.
Dude. 6 finals losses.
Dwayne Wade? Yeah. And Jokic
Wade,
is
Chris Bosh, Kyrie.
Oh my god.
Ray Allen.
Oh, he was a sniper though, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, he saved his freaking career.
Yeah.
Hated
That
him for
Spurs.
that.
Spurs one was crazy that series. But yeah, Jokic is yet to play with an all-star, you know. So I'm excited though, like you said. But
Oh yeah, excited. The news is always fun to talk about. I personally wouldn't want him here, just for that aspect. Like you can't take him to go get a ring.
when you're rental, when we can,
He's
win
already did the
multiple rings.
most. He's already done the most to get his rings. You're out of those options.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah,
And we've already proven we can do it without somebody like him. Like you said, we already
Yeah.
won one.
yeah,
We're out
we
here.
did, bro. And if Jokic could win 2 or 3 more, dude, how many rings is that? 4. I mean, I think he could get 3 more, dude.
Oh yeah, I mean he'll tie LeBron without the losses though.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, I like that.
Because we're still undefeated in our finals record.
That's very
Want to
true.
know, baby? Want to know?
And I'm gonna cherish that. And we're going. I really have a good feeling about next season. Like I really do.
I'm probably gonna put like
Right.
$20 on us. Our odds keep going up, so should have
Yeah.
put it on before we made the trades. But I didn't trust it.
Oh, your gut wasn't too as gave you a sour feeling, huh?
Well, we haven't made moves since NAM, so we've never been in
Yeah.
free agency ever.
No, it's so crazy, dude. Like,
Ever.
I mean, a lot of people were doubting this front office, bro. And you know what, dude? I was like, let's see what they can do, because I know Ben Tenzer was an intern within the organization for quite some time,
Well,
right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then they went and hired John Wallace, who's with the Minnesota Timberwolves, who happened to be under
one of our cancers, or
Conley.
kryptonites, you should say.
Yeah, dude. Like, that's a good duo. I mean,
Those are
they
good minds
surprised
to
the hell
have.
out of us. Yeah.
And
They've really
everybody
proven a
was
lot.
surprised because of the dual
Role.
operations, right? Like
Yeah. Mhm.
it's different, so people don't like it because it's change, right? It's different.
Yeah,
But
it's a different
at
dynamic
the
of
same
things.
time, at the same time, like you brought 2 guys together that if they function well together, if they function well together, they will potentially make moves. And look what they did in 24 hours. We went from hating them to loving them. Like, oh my God, these guys did something for our
They
franchise.
were really in their bag.
Calvin Booth was just always Calvin Booth was just always like, no, I love my guys. Let's give them another contract. Run it back. And then Michael Malone was like, yeah, the rookies aren't playing. So we finally got change. So we should see hopefully growth. And that's all we can wait for.
Yeah, exactly. Well, again, Broncos Country, Nuggets fans, all you fans that joined us, whether you're an NFL fan, whatever, please feel free to always chime in.
Jay, Dreamweaver,
What's
Bros! What it do, players? What's going on,
What's
bro?
up? What's
How you
good?
doing? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Much love, much
Love.
love.
Yes, sir.
Catching us right here at the end, but
I thank you very much. I thank you.
still welcome to Sea Chicken. Oh, right on, guys. Much love. Appreciate y'all. I'll let Fanatic Deck close us out.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Your Broncos bros, we out.
Do believe in Broncos, bro, when we hit that field. Orange and blue pride, it's our strength and our shield. Every win, every loss, we deal with the flow. Broncos bros on the mic, let the whole world know.